Hello again. This short video is about enabling more intricate control of the combat movement flow. In short time, we will teach our character to do this. It all started in the last episode, when we uncovered that at least for our type of a game, most of character behaviors in fact do want to process directional input somehow, so we will refactor our states a bit. Right now character's model just calls states update method that is past locked in the base state and is implemented in any state that wants to have it. If we want to have something common for all states, we have two roads. Either we have common WASD processing method called from the move airs in their update, or we inject this call directly into base moves update as a default. Both ways are legit, but earlier I already created several defaults, so let's be consistent. Now, the model calls underscore update method, which is the base class implementation. That method is similar to the check relevance. First it does some stuff that all states want to do, then it calls the update method that is unique per state. Now to implement directional input tracking, as we already discussed, we need a new window for it to activate. So my backend animations got a new track and a new getter, then this small piece of code that calls directional input processing if the window is positive. I also have a default implementation for it. If you want to redefine the processing, simply override the method in moveAirs script. If you want to stop the direction input completely for a state, you can either false lock the backend track, or if you don't have the track, you can redefine the airs getter for the window to return false, or you can create a processing implementation that is pass locked. Also, while we are at it, this update resources method now can migrate to universal update as well. Now we can refactor all those unknown rotations from our movement. Run and Sprint got their rotate humanoid renamed to the custom implementation. Their updates are now just move and slice calls. WASD processing is defined here, but is being called from universal update. Jumping ups and landings have no direction processing defined at all. They are covered by an export field of angular speed and a backend animation track. Midair has its processing renamed as it wants a custom, and finally an attack has its update as a forward direction update from root motion, but its rotational input is covered by a default as well. Only the backend animation track does a bit of heavy lifting by being false, then shortly true, then false again. The timings are synchronized with animations. And that is kinda the video. Polymorphism too strong, can't write a script longer than 3 minutes. Please nerf. My only sorrow is I only have 2 attacking animations to demonstrate my new juicy abilities. That I want to be a focus of the next video of the series. It's actually funny. For some, including me, this controller's base is fascinating. However, I found that as a builder I am fascinated by different things most of the viewers are. For example, I am proud of my pluggable combo system the most, but I probably got only 1 or 2 comments about it. Maybe it's the lack of illustration. I told you this bad boy can fit a DMC style combos nicely organized in nodes, and I want to flex with this system a bit more. Some branching and some merging, maybe a combo line that has several different finishers. This will be a focus of the 4th video of the series.